how did you use the media technologies in the construction and research planning and evaluation stages? Question 4. So, final question, and we use media technologies in the research stage by using Wikipedia to get general ideas of how heists are constructed, what kind of plot twists they have, what's conventional in the genre. We use sites like IMDb, YouTube to get film trailers, then look at those. We also used Google in order to find magazine posters and magazines and posters for each genre. There weren't actually that many at all heist genres magazine covers, but there were quite a few posters, so we looked at those, we saw what kind of conventions they used. For actual, let's say the planning stages, we used Flickr because we went to the locations and we took photos and then we shared those amongst the group. And we used Facebook to communicate with each other, mobile phones to communicate with each other, email, Wikispaces. I think one of the key things that I've learned from year 12 to year 13 is that Wikispaces are more valuable than emails because it's not as easy to get lost in all the thread. They're just, everything will appear there. We shared stuff like script through there, we shared shot lists, and all of that allowed us to work better since we weren't each trying to maintain our own individual email account with certain things in certain places. We just had it all on a Wikispace. Same with Flickr, it allowed us to access the photos. Same with Facebook, we also use Facebook to share photos. Okay, so in the construction stages, we used cameras, photography, Premiere Pro, Photoshop. So to start off with cameras, we basically used a basic enough camera. We used a microphone for all our scenes, but then the technologies we used during our post-production were dubbing technology. So we used a microphone to record it, professional microphone, but we actually found that the iPhone gave better recording quality than the professional microphone for some reason. We used stuff like Audacity in order to mix our audio. We used Premiere Pro in order to edit things. I learned how to do dubbing with better accuracy this year. Also learned how to color match different scenes because there were scenes that were filmed at different times and we had to put those together. I also used, for the cameras, we made sure to review clips on the scene. There was a hindrance with the cameras, which was that the battery ran out very, very, very quickly. So we had to actually return for a second day of filming, which then we had to be careful to make sure that we could get all our actors together, and also to make sure that actors were all in the exact same costume. We were very careful with continuity. We made them wear the exact same shirts. We made them have the same haircuts. One of our actors actually needed to get a haircut, but we said to him, you can't get a haircut until we film this scene because we need it to be exactly the same. So we filmed it as if it was one continuous film, and hopefully that shouldn't be visible in the final production. So the cameras kept on running out of battery. We actually, on the second day, it ran out of battery again, and it was completely fully charged, which was very, very frustrating, but we had to put filming on hold for the day. We kept our actors there for a bit longer, and we had to basically go into a bar, and we recharged our camera there, and we continued filming. Tripods, easy enough to use. Cameras, we experimented with Steadicam shot, and that allowed us to do some indoor shots, but that came very late in the game, and we used that for a computer shot like this.
Of course it does.
And we used, because the camera was actually heavier than the counterbalance, we actually had to try and balance it out perfectly. I was happy with that shot that we ended up with, because had we done that handheld, that would not have worked as well. Premiere Pro editing, we basically did our editing, and that it was easy enough to use. It had all the features we needed to do: slowing down sequences, speeding up sequences, dubbing. Photography, I improved my photography skills. For the final poster, I ended up with the shot of the building, and I took that photo myself. I didn't go and get it from the internet, I took it myself. And I made sure that I got a wide enough shot and a high enough shot to include everything that was necessary. Although for the shot of the people, which was not actually taken in front of the building, for the final cover, I could, if I had improved that, I would have maybe switched the flash off, because you can see flash marks in the glasses of two of our characters. So I would have improved that. Photoshop was where I made huge changes from year 12 to year 13. My only experience of Photoshop was in year 9 for a 3-month project that we did in design technology. So I'd literally learned the basics of how to cut things, how to move things. That was it. So this year, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about layers. I learned about the ability to tint an image, to tint particular areas. I did blurs, how to get rid of a specific color and replace with a different color, how to actually go around using the select tools and the feather tools, and to go around perfectly around every single dot of the person to make it look like a realistic image. Also learned how to brighten up certain areas of the image. I learned how to make text look 3D, how to make it stand out from other text. I learned how to group items together so that I could move them all at once, how to link them. And I learned a lot about color schemes and the way that magazines have certain colors. Other technologies we used were freesound.org in order to get background sounds, and we had to find royalty-free sounds, so we used that to basically get background sounds of people talking for when we're out in the street. We also used iMovie. We created the spinning globe at the start, like so. And we got music also from iMovie because it was royalty-free. It was a very good program to use in that it was easy to use and it allowed us to get royalty-free background music and royalty-free titles, and it worked very well. The whole trailer had a fit and finish which worked very well.